If you're watching this video right now, you're probably someone who fits in these categories. You have some big, gigantic dream where you change the world. You're making millions, billions, right? You're leading a big, gigantic business of people following you. You have a big social media platform where everyone loves your content, right? That's probably you. And let's say you're just at the start of your journey, right? You have a small business, you have a little mini job, you make a little bit of money. And now you're sitting in the bank with, like, let's say an extra 1,000, 2,000, or even $10,000, right? And you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling excited. You just started your journey. But here's the big caveat that's going to hold you back. Every time you see an opportunity, every time you see something great, and then you want to go to it, you see it, and you're like, oh wow, this could really benefit me. But guess what? You see it maybe cost $20, $100, $150. You tell yourself, nah, never mind. No, I won't take that. Nah, it's too risky. You end up being a little scared to just spend a little bit of the money you earn. The whole point of money you made, by the way, to earn and spend. And because of that, you caused yourself to miss out on a gigantic opportunity you gave yourself. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake as me. You make money to earn and spend to grow towards your dream. So you have to live like that. All money is just a tool you can use to spend and grow towards your goal. If it's anything more, you're holding yourself back from being great. The money you earn is supposed to help you become more successful. If you don't use it for that, it's going to hold you back and make you live an unfulfilling life. You're going to prevent yourself from seeing the world. You're going to prevent yourself from making more connections. You're going to prevent yourself from working one step closer to your dream. You're going to prevent yourself from building skills that will keep compounding for the rest of your life. If you make a lot of money, you cannot be scared to spend it. The moment you're scared to spend, you're saying you're scared to grow. And haven't you heard of the saying, if you want to make more, you got to spend more? Guys, I make the same mistake too. As someone who came from a family, right, of immigrants who came to America, and we're starting to become more well off, my family has said, you got to keep saving, you got to keep saving, you got to keep saving. And now, right, as we're getting near the end, all my siblings are going older, I'm going to college, we're still on this mindset about keep saving, keep saving, keep saving. But the thing is, save for what? Save for what? Guys, you want to keep growing. Keep growing. Especially if you're someone who's financially stable. You understand how to balance money. You don't have that many negative stuff, negative habits like smoking, drinking, partying, right? And you control your money. Who cares if you take a little bit of a bigger risk and spend money to earn more? Who cares? The whole point of money is to spend. If you hoard money, you're never going to enjoy your fruit of your labor. You're never going to enjoy your life. There's this game I played a lot when I was younger. It's specifically a Minecraft server. It's called Winecraft. You collect emeralds, you can level up your character, buy armor, stuff like that, right guys? For some reason, I would keep hoarding every single emerald. I would not spend it. I would save it. I would keep saving. I would keep saving. I would keep saving. It would go from emerald to emerald block. Once you have 64 emeralds, you have 1 emerald block, 64 emerald blocks to 1 emerald liquid, right? And you keep going, right? There's some like little chain, right? I would never spend. I would play with my friends. I teach them the same mindset, and we would never spend. But guys, when I would play this game, I would see other people who would make half the money, have half the money less than us, and they would still spend, and they would get to have better armor, better cosmetics, stuff like that, right? It's a little game, so who really cares? It's more fun, right? But me, I would still have like weaker armor. I would only do whatever loot I got from the monsters you would kill and slay, right? But theirs was better. They spent more money. They had more fun out of it, right? At the end of the day, both of us played the same game, but they played better and had more fun, and they spent, while I played and I never spent. We're both probably done playing the game. Who do you think had more fun out of the game? The person who probably spent. Me? I don't even play the game anymore. I don't even care. But there's probably my account sitting with over like chest full of emerald liquids. Who cares? As you guys can see, I never got to enjoy the game that was meant to be. And that comes from my immigrant mindset. My mindset where you gotta save. And now, if we were to pivot more real life, for example, the same thing happened when I worked my first minimum wage job. Dunkin' Donuts, right? At the time, minimum wage was like what? $12. I'd work 40, 50 hours a week. My boss gave me overtime. I felt awesome. Made like $500 a week. I felt awesome. I would save, right? Save for everything. I was sitting with like 5K. I would keep saving, right? I was saying, oh no, I gotta keep saving if I want to have rich and fun, right? My friends want to go out. No, there's an event. No, I gotta save. And guys, guess what? I graduated high school, right? This was a high school job. I graduated high school, missed out on so many experiences, and at the end of the day, I had 5 or 10K with nothing to it. No memories, no events, no nothing. And guess what, guys? Guess what happened to the 5, 10K now? It's gone. It's gone. No matter what, money has to come and go. Money has to come and go. That's how life is. So I missed out on so much opportunity I could have gave myself when I was younger. Just making the money, learning lessons, spending, experiencing more. But guys, no, I chose to hoard and save for something that was inevitably gonna come, but nothing came. So I really don't want you guys to make the same mistake I did when I was younger. So now, guys, whenever I have money, I make sure to allocate space for my savings. I make sure to allocate space for investments, and I make sure to always allocate for learning. That way, guys, I will spend and I will force myself to spend. I will force myself to learn. And I will force myself to keep growing. Then I can use those skills to keep growing into more and keep end up making more money. Ever since then, I started spending money on stuff I think I deem that will actually give me opportunities. For example, I would buy ChatGPT Premium. I would buy AI agents to learn and experience, even though they have a small model, right? I would try free trials, and if I liked it, I would actually spend on it to keep it more, right, guys? I even spent some money to try Notion Premium. Sucked, but hey, I know it sucks now. I know it doesn't, but I know it does. But you see, guys, ever since I started spending money to try and learn stuff, I actually get to live more and enjoy more. But that's just my little tidbit, guys. If you have a big dream and you want to go far, you have to understand to not live with the immigrant mindset, not live with the mindset that you have to keep saving for some inevitable. If you're secure, you don't have any bad habits, go for it. Just spend, learn, feel free to make mistakes, and have fun. That's life. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe.